Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon, Council, and everyone in attendance today. A couple of updates. A few weeks ago, I had the pleasure of joining Mayor Dyer and Chief Malone in the Central Florida Hotel and Lodging Association for the unveiling of the memorial bench to honor Officer Kevin Valencia. While we still mourn the loss of Officer Valencia, I was glad that I was able to join him and his family and his squad to honor his life. Also, my prayers continue to be with Officer Valencia's wife, his children, as well as our officers at OPD. That same evening, my office convened the first District 6 Community Council, where we talked about the importance of reinvigorating some of our homeowners associations, as well as our neighborhood associations, in different ways that our residents can get involved with our city. We're fortunate that we have a lot of passionate and engaged residents in District 6. So we're happy to get them together so they can be involved with our office as well as the city in general. Also, I'd like to just give a kudos to our equity official, Ms. Mershon Green, and the Black History Month Committee for putting on a fantastic Black History Month program at the Dr. Phillips Performing Arts Center. From the food to the speakers to the entertainment, I was impressed and also had a great time. Also enjoyed leading the Health Equity Panel last week as a part of the city's Black History Month celebration. Thanks to everyone who has worked hard to make Black History Month one to remember in the city of Orlando. Also, on last Saturday, February 12th, my office hosted our first community kickball with the Orlando Police Department. And I see Chief Malone is not here, but Deputy Chief, we asked that the officers be prepared. And they were prepared. They put up a good fight, but they came in second place behind our champions who are represented here today, Boys to Men Mentoring. So let's give Boys to Men Mentoring a round of applause. But it was a fun time. I'd like to say thank you to Empowered Girls Incorporated, who had a team, students from Carver Middle School as well as the Smith Center. I actually participated and played with the Empowered Girls, and I made a fantastic catch that nobody caught on film. So it's kind of bummed about that. But again, it was a great time. I think we had, our youth interacted very well with our police officers, and it was just good to see. We had mobile haircuts, we had some food, we had a mobile video game there, console there as well. So I think a great time was had by all. So again, thank you to the officers of our police department as well as our community members for participating. Also, on Valentine's Day, I had the opportunity of spending time with some of our seniors with Mayor Dyer over at the L. Claudia Allen Senior Center for the annual Valentine's Day brunch, hosted by Commissioner Mabel Butler. Also on yesterday, I had the pleasure to participate in the African American Read-In at the Orange County Public School library system. It was a great time. We were able to promote literacy amongst our youth in our communities. Again, a great event. So thank you to the staff of the Orange County Public Library System. Also, I continue to offer satellite office hours at the James R. Smith Center. We do that a couple of times a month, so we have that information posted on the website of when those will be happening. For agenda remarks today, I'd like to say for A1, thank you to all the residents who have agreed to serve on the various advisory boards. Thank you for your service on that level. Also, for A2, funding agreement for the Healthcare Center for the Homeless. And I need to make this public statement. As you're all aware, for a number of years, I have served as the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Healthcare Center for the Homeless. Item A2 on today's consent agenda is a funding agreement with the Healthcare Center for the Homeless. For several years, the city has provided grant funding to HCCH, and HCCH will again be receiving grant funding through this agreement. I'd like to note that none of my compensation will come from the funds received pursuant to this funding agreement, and that I have not participated in the matter in any way. Additionally, I have filed a Form 8A memorandum of voting conflict with the city clerk, and will be abstaining from voting on that particular item. Also, for A 3 and 4, again, just support of the RISE employment program and the memorandum of agreement with CareerSource. And just thank you for all the work that you do for the employment opportunities for all of our community members. So thank you, and excited to see that moving forward. Also with D1, congratulations to Wake Up Mentoring, Man Up Mentoring, King Solomon Foundation, Breath International, doing business as Boys to Men Mentoring, and New Image Youth Center for being awarded the funding through My Brother's Keeper. Also, I'd like to just acknowledge the hard work of Gabe and his team for all their efforts to establish a process and put together infrastructure that make this funding available to these well-deserving programs. So thank you, Abe, to you and your team for all your hard work. Also, for items F1 through 5, congratulations to all the nonprofits receiving CDBG funding, and thank you for all the work that you continue to do for our community members. Mayor, that completes my comments. Thank you.